Tanse, okay. Many blessings to everyone. Stop making holes here. Greetings, everyone. Many blessings. As I'm going to do a quick prayer because I got scolded way back saying, oh, you should, after your greetings, you're supposed to say a prayer. Yes, it is all true for some that don't like it, but I like to do it with everyone. So allow me to say, Oki ninekuashte nepetiskoston perihake botorosko. Eritadeshtimi ikahin innekoza koshkote. Many blessings to everyone, and bless those who are new and those who scam calls are starting. Been starting yesterday. It started at 3:30 in the morning here, and my husband says just put it on silent. We had to put the business phone on silent, his phone, my phone, and Auntie's asleep over there. She says she will try to come on. She has been sick, so I have been sewing for the steering wheel, so just checking it out, so it is. So I make new ones for my steering wheel all the time. So, good morning, everyone. Those who wish to join me, you may join me on the panel here. And let's talk about questions that you want to have, I haven't had answered, or talk about. I've been busy this morning making cream. I got an order for 2, and then my husband said another neighbor is out, and she has arthritis in her hands bad, and no cream that the pharmacy or the doctor gives her, like the Demeron 1%, 4%, or whatever, doesn't help. But my cream helps her, and she's back to making masa, with the tortillas or tamales. In fact, she had made me sweet tamales. Those are my favorite. And this time she put pineapple. So, and I just down through. My appetite is coming back little by little. I'm glad I could do that. Yes, I feel good. It's ugly outside. It's sprinkling. We're supposed to get some more rain. And everyone's telling me, you're in a dress. No sweater, no. I went outside barefoot as always and did some prayers. So let me come in here and give some greetings to those. My sweet Pamela, thank you so much for putting those out. Okay. Oh, good morning to me. I was the first one. Second one, actually, Pamela was the first one. Greetings, my love. I had started on the cream for 2 of them for you. I have them marked down. Baby girl, Gigi, Dawn, Danse, greetings, my love. Roger, thank you for always coming on. One of these days, I want to interview you. And my buddy Ace, the man, how are you? Forgive me for not, staying long on your live. I do like to go on and support everyone. Some of them will send me a message, hey, they call me Mama Bear Claw, which is fine. Many understand that, that is my name, Elder. I've earned that privilege. Medicine is because that's what I do. I do make medication for your arms, your bones, cream for the hair, the oils to make your hair shine, vitamin into it for your scalp. Now, I also help other channels, not just from my site or being physically there. I had a challenge. Someone challenged me. And this person has challenged me 4 times already in the last 5 years. And I've always been right. Don't like to be challenged like that because that's kind of being disrespectful. But the person says, how do I know you're actually there? Well, I'll tell you. And then, yes, snowflakes and leaves were coming. And then it says, what tree? You should know the tree because you're the one that told me what tree to go to. So again, this gentleman, even he's just learning the ropes. He questioned about Satangas, their area, their home area. Well, their home is Mother Earth. We live on it all together. So there'll be questions I like to ask you all, and as well I answer. So let me finish saying the shout outs and greeting the ace the man. Like I was saying, I'm sorry I didn't stay long, but I do go to everyone, stay a few minutes to support, to show them I'm there. Even the ones that I have disagreements with, I'll pop in, believe me. Robin, don't say sweetheart. I hope you're fine. And I have some big announcement too. Brother JP just did a prayer for you. Yes, I will. In fact, we will do a prayer too on here. Okay. Okay, I think I got it right. Oh, Nicole. Don't say okay. Oh no. Well, thank you for stopping in. I do appreciate that. Well, say, oh, yeah. And there is the one and only Bigfoot Buff, Mr. LA area. Tansei, much blessings. Thank you for joining. I do not do 420, but I use the stems for medicine. There is a dispensary here that is also one of my subscribers, and he told his workers and the farm to save me all the stems. I said, don't save me no seeds. I do not do that. Just the stems I want to make medicine, because you can with alcohol, 90% alcohol, and you cut the stems about an inch and put it inside the alcohol, or you can put it into a jug. And then you will have the red brooms, which are the little red ones. They're really soft. You put about 30 in them. With it, you put rosemary, little stems about maybe an inch and a half in it. Shake it really well. Put it in the closet. Leave it there for a week. Shake it again. Another week. By 2 weeks, you should be able to feel it. You can rub it on your skin, your elbows where it hurts. If you have swollen ankles, same thing, rub it around too. Sending much smoke signals to you. Thank you for joining. You just made my day. Hi. I know a lot of my subscribers are subscribed for many people, and I love that, how the community, gathers together and take the time to say hello, because that's important. I believe that is very much important, to listen and entering a channel that you're not really familiar, but if it's in your area or down east or down south, west, north, you know what? By stopping in that channel and giving a greetings, it makes the world and makes that person very joyful, very honored. And I believe that. Sharing information about the Satangas, the spirits, the Wingalo, the little village people. I get asked a lot, does Orba visit you a lot? She does time to time. When I'm sick, she does. Now, some people I've seen, it was all red right here, like big. This is the size of her fingers. 3 of my fingers is her one. And she has touched me. Many years she's been doing this to try to heal me from whatever sickness. And I know that many people don't believe, and that's okay. I don't need to prove it. But again, if you're out there and you're trying to have this communication when you're out there investigating, believe me, you can feel your gut, your heart, and your mind will signal you. What is something out there? What is it? How do we understand it? Thank you, Nicole. Much blessings. I always pray for you and your family. Oh no. Oh no. I would definitely send my prayers deeply. Pamela, baby, can you please put Mama's email on there? Dawn, if you can email me, I can, maybe venting to me. So, because I'm not going to use my site for everything. I don't want to really do that. Yes, I'm on the bed today. But if you can, I mean, I don't want to put personal stuff on here, of course, but if you can give me, a little bit of what's going on and the child's name and everyone you want me to pray in, so that way I can pray and ask Mother Earth and the Creator if there's some way I can help you, okay? Hi, of course. Alrighty. Now, I received an oddly email this morning. This person, and I believe we all know this person well. Maybe not, but yes. Poke, poke, poke. This person says, there's a gentleman. He's been giving out native stories, and he says he shouldn't be doing it, but he does it anyway because he wants the people to know. And this other relative has been, how do you say, shum from us elders, from the tribal, and from native government. So this person's mouth has gone wild, and I asked this person, you want me to confabulate with you, give information, and I don't think I can do that. Well, I do have a guest, And we all love this gentleman. If you do not know this person, you got to know him. He's adorable, he's lovable, he's a bear, and of all, he's Mr. Wise Man, Wojo himself.
Nance. Okay.
That's
Hi,
it.
hi. And boom. How you doing, Mama?
Oh, the boom.
The
The boom.
With a lot of boom. I'll tell you. Here in my
Many blessings for you
thank you. Well,
for
for me,
shoveling, helping the neighbors.
yeah, I actually my neighbor. I'll tell you, I don't like. I don't know. I'm not big into cookies and things like that, but she does make some pretty darn good chocolate chip cookies. That's for sure. And it was very nice to have. Not that I asked for it. So I live in southeastern Massachusetts, near the Bridgewater Triangle, if you look that up. And I'm a researcher in the Bridgewater Triangle. And well, here in Massachusetts, we just had a big blizzard, and we got like over 3 feet of snow. Some spots about 4 feet of snow. We had a Category 2 to Category 3 hurricane off the coast, and it gave us a lot of good snow and a lot of snow drifts. We had a lot of wind up to 70 miles per hour. But very blessed that I didn't lose power, which is good because that could be obviously a concern for anybody.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're not going to be going out in the woods for a long time. Recently, we have been going out, and we still, from our last storm, we had like over a foot, and me and Richie, we've been trudging through like about probably about 6 to 8 inches of snow while we're doing our investigations. But you know what? It's learning. We love being around nature, and of course,
It is a challenge.
visiting us.
It's very much a challenge, especially in deep snow.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know what?
Oh, you're going to take us with you.
Hey, thank you for the beautiful gimbal. So, wow, it's bright. And this is what we got.
Oh, my. It looks so beautiful, but yet it could be dangerous.
You know what? I'm going to go barefoot. And oh my gosh. Can't fake footprints in the snow because I'll tell you it's cold. So, you know what? I'm like about 5'10", and the snow's up to my knee, over my knees. And as you can see, this is what we got. So,
do you have a machine that you plow, or did you shovel it by hand?
I'm a machine girl. No, no, I do have a snowblower. Yes, and I do my share of shoveling. But I feel for my dog, and I'm going to show you the backyard. This is why I feel bad for my dog, because I was going to go out to my oh wow, the wind's picked up to my fence, and I was going to snowball the backyard, but well, this ain't happening. So this is what you're looking at right outside my door.
Oh my goodness.
And this is a 6-foot fence. And these are the snow drifts over there. And I have steps going down. There's no way my poor dog's going to go in all that. So I attempted, but it's heavy, wet snow. And obviously my poor grill. So yeah, everyone's still trying to clear out. So, and that's my poor girl.
Clear out the area.
Yeah. So, um, but anyways, it's great to see you and great to see everybody on here. And yeah, but hey, that's Mother Nature. This is one of our, I would say this is like our worst storm. One of the worst storms of the century for us. And back in 1978, when I was a youngster, we did have like over 25 plus inches of snow. But the thing was, is that no one expected it. So people on the highway were all stranded and what have you. So it's bad.
I know that feeling.
Mm,
It's a good thing we had the traveling RV though,
yeah, yeah, exactly.
because when I was living with my son in back in Minnesota, but he says watch out for the black ice. I said, well, I'm used to that because in Bisbee, Arizona, we get snow there too, but black ice is more dangerous. And
Yeah.
coming down, we lived up the canyon and coming down like this, and I happened to hit a spot of black ice, and I just went sideways all the way down. And luckily, I didn't end in the 10-foot ditch,
Yeah.
but the car got on the both side of the rails. So
Mm.
the
Yeah,
fire
because
department,
snow, like snow blowing, it was getting slick because of that wet snow, and
yeah,
um, yeah, it was tough, but over and done with. Beautiful skies. I think tomorrow night we're supposed to get another inch of snow, and
yeah. I think you guys are already at the end of it. Um, I got word that we're supposed to have another tail of heavy rain and wind here. So I'm always worried about my birds because all different birds come to me, and I'm not making sure that it's. I have the tarp, and then there's like 4 nests underneath, and I make sure and it's stay there, doesn't blow off or anything. My husband says, "You pay attention to all these animals than you do me." And I said, "Don't say that." But
yeah.
I did. I do make sure there is enough food and the drinkable water for them.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, there's I have my front yard. I have a shed out there where I put my snow blower, and I see a little critter keeps making a little hole. So now I kind of like grab a shovel and just give them a little help. So
yeah,
everyone deserves life, especially the little young animals here and the birds. So um,
tell me, how was? Wait, I'll back up. I gotta. There was a question that Auntie asked me to ask you, and I forgot it already. Let me think. When you were younger, did you ever travel into the forest?
when I was young, yes. As
Did you
of
kiss? Did you kiss a girl?
did I kiss a girl in the forest? um, Probably. It's been so long since I'm trying to remember that far back. I don't know.
Okay, you were about 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were praying over you, and we were observing the live. It kept going different. So Auntie and I was sitting, and we were like, "Wow, why did this pop up?" I believe this woman had a memory of you, and then you popped up. So when we seen you in the woods, and I'm like, "Oh wow, You were cute when you were 15 years old.
Well, thank you. I hope I didn't lose any of the looks, but
You
yeah,
still look the same,
thank you.
just
I,
more as an adult.
well, when I was younger, I spent a lot of time during the summers up in Maine, and there's a campground, and we met a lot of people from all over, and being out camping in Mother Nature is just always a beautiful thing, especially for my father. I learned so much through him, and he would have a golf cart. We would have golf carts up there, and he would take all the young ones to all the spots where the deer and moose are, and the fox, and other animals. And it's funny because once he takes them out, they're there, and the kids are like all excited because my father always has stories, and that's what I remember about my father the most, stories about nature. Now, granted, we were hunters, but we were hunters for the food. But for my father, was not just about going out and um, hunt, bringing us boys together, being around Mother Earth because that was his enjoyment. And that's what I always enjoyed the most.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then meeting up with Richie and for what he had going on in his backyard and his podcast at the time, it was great to be back into Mother Nature, and
Yes.
it rejuvenated my life. And
Speaking of Richie, he's inside the viewers here.
oh,
Don't say Richie. Mr. Italiano.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful. Yep, is he coming in?
Yo, yes. Let's welcome the Mr. Italiano man.
Dante.
Don't say, I hope you get well.
I got
We
a
have been
crazy echo.
sending healing to everyone that's been sick.
Thank you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Oh, good. We got a crazy screen today. It's all like big and upright. I don't know what to do with myself. Tansei to everybody on the side. Jessica says Tansei as well. Robin Smith, I see her. Pamela, thank you for sharing out the YouTube channel. I saw that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We always ask my helpers, alma monitors.
Yep. School's calling. No school again tomorrow here.
Oh, wow.
Uh-oh.
I'm done.
Yeah, and I have no work today, but where I work, which is a town called New Bedford, they got hit pretty hard, and they have like over 30 plus inches of snow.
Yeah.
I think we're almost around 40. We're at least 36. I know that. I had to do a roof rake today to make sure I didn't get ice dams, and I was up to my waist. I had to like trudge, like plow through. It was crazy. You know what I mean? And it's funny because this is the second year in a row over here that winter has come in late February. You know, it's pretty mild through Christmas and all that. You know, when I was a kid, Christmas was like snow everywhere, and you always had tons of stuff to do in the snow. But no more. The Earth is shifted. It is. Do not be afraid of global warming. I can send pictures if you have any questions about it. Yeah, it's about half my house is gone. You could probably build like little snow steps and get on the roof.
It has Mother Earth is shifting. This is true. Many of my relatives also have said, don't be surprised, more things are popping out. And I said, what do you mean? Well, more of the creatures of Mother Earth is starting to feel more welcome out. So.
Yeah, they've been talking a lot about the shift.
Mm-hmm.
There's a shift coming. I actually feel it lifting now being a sensitive myself, I can feel that pressure sometimes. But I've been working with somebody that can kind of help me do that. You know what I mean? And you as well. You've been monumental in this whole journey. So we're very grateful for your friendship. And
Hi.
yeah, it's been
It is,
pretty
it's
wild.
important.
It is. It is. Wojo, I didn't mean to interrupt you, buddy. Your hat looks divine today. Your head is proportioned well. It's looking great.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that.
Yeah. What were you saying? You were talking about hunting in the woods or something like that. I caught.
No, I was. We were talking about being out in the woods, kissing women when I was younger.
Oh, hey, girl.
But no, I was just saying how that I learned a lot through my father being out in the woods, and I was actually thanking you of with everything how it all started with you and in your backyard, and then bringing me out and being back to nature is actually connecting with me again. And since I lost my father in 2014, we stopped going us brothers together. Up in hunting and stuff like that. Just being out in the woods, not just hunting, just being out in the woods. But what's going on, and it happened to you, and to be part of what's going on. It's great to be back out and doing our investigations and just really just having fun out in the woods again.
Oh yeah.
But also showing front yard. I was thinking of making some tunnels. When you were bringing up about tunnels, dude, in front of my house, because of my snow, I was snowblowing, I made a much bigger hill. It's almost like 4.5 feet. So it's like I want to make an igloo.
I want to see this.
It can be possible.
Oh yes, very possible.
My nephew built an igloo. Johnson, on TV and everything. They were watching UFC in there. Him and my nieces. It was pretty funny.
Your host is on. Oh, she's muting me.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out where is the screeching, and it's
I don't know. I got my headset on. Oh, Wojo don't have his earplugs in.
Yeah, but
yeah.
On StreamYard, when I put these on, it gives an echo.
Make sure you don't have any other windows open.
No.
Because do you still have our YouTube channel up? In the background?
No.
If you have the YouTube channel up in the background, it'll pick up an echo as well.
Yeah.
So try that. Yeah, it's still
better.
Oh, it is better, yeah. Yeah, so what happens with it, you talk and it comes out of the phone, kind of just circles.
Right.
I've been getting pretty savvy with this tech stuff in my older days, playing this digital creator world.
Right?
It's so weird.
I just use the laptop just to come live and search where I need to go and what I need to do in council meetings.
Yeah. How you feeling? How you feeling?
I'm feeling better. I'm able to move more. No more tube, no more draining.
Good.
Just the medicine now I gotta take. That's fine.
Yeah, good.
I don't like being more fuller though.
Yeah, your color looks good though. You look healthy. You got a little shine to you going on. That's nice, right?
Hi.
A lot going on. That's good to see you.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah.
But when I'm sick, I get more visions of things coming fast.
Yeah. I compare that to being in REM. Like when I go to sleep, that's when a lot of things come to me. You?
Same thing when I'm sleeping. My husband says, you twitch. Sometimes I see you sitting up and I'm like, I can't help it. Being from a dead sleep and sit up and then I have my eyes open and he's like looking at me. He goes, are you awake?
Yep.
I tell him never touch me, never try to shake me. And he's like, it looked like someone was talking to me. And I snapped out of it and I still looked and I turned to look at him and he's right, oh, you scared me.
Yeah.
Because he was sitting right there to make sure I was okay. That's the only thing I asked him. If you see me going into convulsions like I'm having a seizure, then you touch me with your left hand. And he's like, well, I was ready to touch you because you weren't shaking, but you were like nodding your head, yes. And I said, yeah, was talking to Chief Rehak, which was our chief. And he's the one that taught me how to track and how to read different signs. He's our chief for the Blackfoot Res. And he came along with Mama Rainfeather and my mother and said, don't forget. And I'm like, don't forget what? And then he turned around and he says, don't forget home. So I asked for a council meeting for everyone over there. And sure enough, one of the elders that's 106, she's
Wow.
passing.
Oh.
So I asked if they can put me next to her in the computer so I can speak with her in our language and sing to her and let her know, because I am one of her goddaughters and I think I'm the second to the lowest. So it was me and Gerwood. He and I would always sing to her, and she was teaching us many medicines as we got older, and then sing as we're making the medicine. So when you are doing something that has to affect other people or relatives, we want to bring with love and wisdom. So as I was singing to her, she's still there, but I think today might be the day. So I told her, I'm happy, I am fine, I know your journey will still be with me, and I will always see you no matter where I'm at. And her son had called us and he says, I really appreciate you and everyone always gathering, remember our elders. And I said, of course, because that's how us tribal should be, even with the people. And he says, yes, but many people don't understand us elders. We put ourselves against.
Right.
And I've gotten a lot of wisdom from her about the Satongas as well. Her and Mama Rainfeather are the ones, they would say the OGs, as people will say.
Yeah. Right.
Because they have faced an it, which that's how Mama Rainfeather was killed. And then the Wingalo. So when people ask me how or what do they look like, and they can be in different forms and they can't shift. So I told her I promised to continue doing what I'm doing. And I said, some of my age does not allow me, my body, to continue in investigations. She says, in time, and I believe that. But I do have good news, though.
Yeah. What's that?
Do you want to know what it is?
Of course we do. Come on, we're like
Of
little
course we
children.
do.
We're like little
I know,
kids.
I'm like this. What?
My departure here will continue on an investigation in Michigan. I will be there for 2 weeks.
Oh, nice. You're going to Michigan.
Wow.
When are you doing this?
April 21st.
Really?
And
That's
I will
awesome.
be heading out to Ohio to do another investigation.
Are you going to see Robin out there?
Yes.
Oh, that'll be awesome. Make sure you guys send pictures.
Yeah.
I am really looking forward.
That is
Good.
exciting.
That's awesome.
I have helped many channels in Ohio and Michigan
Hmm.
by being there, mentally being home, but like I do with you guys, it's the same thing. And they were telling me, "Oh, you're coming back out. We'd love to see you. Can we do investigation?" I said, "Yes, we can do one.
That is
I just don't
awesome.
want to climb too high."
Oh, now enjoy that. Enjoy that high. That's
Yeah.
exciting. We were talking about getting to Ohio soon. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to get out to Ohio. I think for me personally, I think Ohio is really the capital. You know what I mean, of Bigfoot country.
It's very, very high energy,
Yeah.
very dominant there.
I think, yeah, and I think a lot of that is because there's a lot of researchers there, right?
Yes.
So it's kind of like, not to bring it up, but during the COVID days, if you didn't take the test, you wouldn't have the numbers, right? So it's the same thing in the research world when you're talking Bigfoot. If you got 100 researchers in a small area, you're going to get more results, and if they're doing it kindly and respectfully, you're definitely going to get more results, as we know, right?
Right.
Because our place is always nuts.
Yeah,
well, hello there, Sparky. Say, where have you been? How are you?
Hey, Sparky. Yeah, I noticed Ohio and like Pennsylvania have been like really like the top. To me, it's just been so many people from that having the reports and researching, and like Richie says, to me, I feel that, which is good. There's a lot of people that have encounters, but not reports. But we're having more researchers, and that's what's important, to research and understand, and have that passion. That's what's very important.
It's very important. I think the communication is way bigger than the reports. I think
yes.
Yeah, I think the reports, as we know, I've always said, and I'll continue to say, and I'm not afraid to say, but that 4-letter word out there, they've been caught hiding stuff, scrubbing stuff, keeping it for themselves, gatekeeping it. We had a report out here in Massachusetts, and being in the loop, in the know, people kind of come to you and tell you whether it's another researcher or somebody, that took the report or whatever. But it was over 2 years before it was known. 2 years before it was known, I just learned about it, and it was like in 2022, I think it was. So I had learned. So 3 years in 25, I learned about it. A report on a popular ski resort right here in Massachusetts, and somebody called them, and it went to them, and then who knows what happens to it, So, not to do that on your show, but it's something that we cannot allow to happen as a full operational type, teamwork type community. If we're not gatekeeping, we're going to learn. And two more examples I've had of that. In 24 hours, I saw one person post the fingerprints that he suspects is, and historically, I guess, reading up on it, the fingerprints that we have on a Zinger wrapper, they clearly go sideways. We've even had the fingerprint expert we didn't even know on our show. They're friends of ours. And Doc Realm TV, get over there and subscribe. Sorry. But they're all in law enforcement. And two of them in particular were in the fingerprint division as far as investigations went. And he saw it on our show. And he's like, whoa, right away. He's like, those things go like sideways, they don't swirl.
Yeah.
And I saw a gentleman, I think his name is Tex or something. One of his on his YouTube channel had a picture of this fingerprint, and it went sideways. Right now, that's the only other one besides ours. And I reached out to him. I haven't heard from him yet. Only one besides ours that I've seen someone say that, and that's what I'm talking about. Now I have, and Wojo has, substantial evidence of something touching that Zinger wrapper with a sideways fingerprint. Well, guess what? The gentleman down in Texas has one too. Not on a wrapper or anything, but he has the, it's like it was weird. It's a picture anyways that I saw, but they match. If he gatekeeps, I can't confirm and validate our find, right?
Right.
It was the only one. And this other gentleman put up a picture. He's out in Washington, and it was just his profile picture. And now tell me if this rings a bell. It looked like someone drew it, but it looked like the old wooden mask types. It had all this scraggly hair, and it had these little pieces of deer shed cut at the very top, so the little antler points, but they were upside down, tied into the hair of this mask face, wooden mask face Bigfoot drawing, and it was hanging down. And I'm looking at that, going, "Holy shit!" That looks like something that we found in in our pictures that we have. And they have the wraps in there, the white wraps, and then there's this other thing that had a point on it. I'm like, "What is that?" So I reached out to that gentleman and I said, "Where did you get that picture?" Well, me and him have been conversing back and forth. Really nice guy.
That's good.
Yeah. And I said, "The heck with it. I'm going to reach out because I'm not a gatekeeper. I want to talk about things." But I've never seen. Go ahead.
Isn't that where the one that you're talking about? Isn't it by the college that you found the hair?
No, that was one in the lights up by the exit. We've gotten 1, 2, 3 pictures now, and
Yeah.
I believe is we call her Akasha, but we believe it's her because the way she does it. Like you would point out a lot that the mother was way more involved, and Salanon's not the only one, and he's in the background. He doesn't come forward a lot. We actually find less of his footprints, but we've found a bunch lately. Huh, Woj?
Yeah, we've been finding a lot. A lot of prints and,
Yep.
and a lot of strange stuff. Like again, we found the deer carcass, and can't explain it. I mean, it's just fascinating that it's like the whole deer, the inside of a deer is gone. There's no tissue. There's no nothing, and it's kind of like really very unique. But we're just finding things as we go, and going back to Salonon, I think I've had this discussion with you, Elder, is that I feel that he hasn't been in our woods that long, but he is with Akasha. You know how people find mates and whatever. I believe,
Yes.
because she's showing herself the most, that she shows herself more to Richie than Salonon, because I think that it goes back to his property when she was younger. And
well, it's like I said, the female is the one that traveled with Richie.
That's what I'm saying.
Solomon is with her. Their family is big, but you also have another clan that's there too, and I think that's across the street.
In the
But I
area that
have
we can't get to.
Excuse me?
Yeah. I'm sorry about interrupt. The area that we can't get to, you're talking about the private property area? Yeah. We've had that. We've had that discussion as well. And and you had mentioned a bunch of, high numbers. I think it was 8 to 12 at one point or whatever the case was, but we have felt that lately. Trust me.
Yeah.
We have absolutely.
But the clan in your area is not aggressive, but they do let you know when you're too close or you're in an area that you shouldn't be in. And I'm very proud how you both respond to that, and understand that you can't enter. And I know, like Andy says, Mr. Italiano, he's got to have hands on. Yeah. You're like a kid in a cookie jar.
Yes. A cookie jar or a kooky jar? Wait a minute. Am I in a kooky jar or a cookie jar?
Cookie.
Yeah, well, it sounded like kooky though, didn't it?
Kooky.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'll give you that either way. No, I am. But I try. I always try to be. I know. I always try to be. I know. I always try to be respectful.
I don't mean to sound snappy. When I take patience, take deep breaths, touch the tree,
Oh,
because the trees are also talking to you. They'll tell you the lights are near. And I know it's so exciting, and your frequency of vibration is so high, and you forget how to think because of the excitement. But to come to a level of a balance, that tree gives you such a patient silence for you. And then what it does is like open your eyes more. I know that your friend Susan, she has directions of you where and what. It's the same thing what I have also been saying. And I'm glad that we that we're giving both the good information. Auntie and I says that, the only thing is Richie has to be patient. I know. He's his energy, your energy also bounces off to them. And that's how they know when you are hyper. So they're going to give you a show.
Right.
Many times, the lights can be a message if you can stay calm and understand the lights.
Yeah, I've been getting a little better at that. I really have. I feel it now. I can control it now. Well, more so, I should say, not control it fully, but before it would be that chest squeeze that you get, and then that spinning in your stomach, and they would almost hit each other because it would be so powerful, and I'd be like, oh, it's like anxiety. If people don't understand that, being a sensitive,
overwhelming, really.
It really is. So, the natural thing is to try to let it out. Like if you're on a roller coaster, you're like, ah, like a little schoolgirl, you know what I mean? Yes. That's what I'm learning now, is to kind of blow it out between you and Susan and talking.
Can I want to, one thing I will say on Richie's behalf is that, not that he realizes, but I realize, because I'm seeing it, because he's on the live, and what we're trying to do is we're learning, and at the same time, it's like an educational moment. And when you bring in friends like yourselves and everybody on here that comes into our lives, there's a lot going on. So in his train of mind is that he's trying to research, but also there's newer people coming in. You got to repeat yourself of where you are, who you are, what are you doing, and why. Yeah. So when you have that all going on, I think it could be overwhelming for him. And that's why sometimes I'll just say, hey, take a break, just regroup. But I can see the excitement on his part on a lot of different levels. And it's not easy. It's like you're multitasking, a lot of multitasking. And sometimes like we're just forgetting that, we have to just take a deep breath and relax and enjoy the moments. But at the same time, I can see his, trying to keep people engaged on the lives and things like that. So, and that's why I try to help bring some balance, and I know you try to bring in Susan, bring balance too. And and we're very thankful for that.
Yeah, and it helps giving you the phone too. I found, by the way, lately I've been handing the phone over to you a lot. You know what I mean? So,
and that's good. That's showing balance.
Yeah, it helps a lot.
I know that every investigator has this, and it's not. Let me see how I find the word for this.
Prayer, Sparky.
No doubt.
You want to share the contact with everyone, but you're learning to try to balance when part of you wants to do more, but you trying to protect Wojo.
Mm.
Because you're like, since you were little, you've always been that leader. You're first, and I'll protect the rest.
Yep.
You have been that way.
I have. I had a nickname actually when I was a kid. I lived in a neighborhood in the same town that I'm in now because I came back many years later. And the neighborhood was very close, but there was like sections. You had the older kids, you had the middle kids, and then you had the little kids. And that was me. And they used to call me King of the Little Kids because I was like the leader of the pack. And there was like, 9 or 10 of us anyways. And it was always like, if we were going to go do something, like I would make sure everybody was safe and taken care of, or, I would just lead the whole thing. And it's funny you say that. Yeah, that's well, not funny. I know what you're doing, but, yeah, you're right on with that. You're spot on with that.
Sorry, I don't mean to read you, but it's like I already know. And that's why I try to, and you're doing, you're teaching Wojo, even that you have her behind you this whole time. And she's the one that's been opening your eyes. And you're trying to do that for Wojo. But since he's so much with the creator, that he's trying to keep you both at a level. So you both balance.
Yeah, 100%. My guardian angels absolutely put us together. There was no doubt about it. I mean, just to think of the whole thing as far as, the way it happened, the podcast, giving up half, kind of half and getting a co-host and, all those things were very detailed and thought through. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I just was like, I need a co-host, because what if I need a break or something, which I haven't taken. But it wasn't like that. It was just, I slept on it, and it was just like I got up the next morning. I'm like, all right, I got to reach out to him because it was the right thing. It felt right. So everything has been led to the situation. And I had an epiphany one night in the woods on the live. A lot of people that watch it can remember when we were in the lives. We were dealing with a lot of spiritual, biblical type stuff coming at us, messaging, ovulus, wording, lights in front of us, all this stuff. And then it hit me that I was never brought up in a church. I was never made to do anything, church wise. So I don't understand a lot of things about the biblical world, and Wojo does. And I was like, oh my God, he's here to explain that stuff to me. He's here to give me details of verses and things that would make sense to what I'm going through and the journey that we're all on. So there is zero doubt that all this is for a purpose and a reason and exactly the way it's supposed to be each step. You know what I mean?
But also being in a church is what a church is. It's just not it's not the wooden structure that we all congregate. The people of faith that all get go under, and it could be it's just people of faith, believers, that we can all be together. We could be underneath the tree. That's considered a church, and I think that we've been in church together as brothers. Okay, and sisters and everybody.
It's like I have told my clan. My body is the Creator's temple. I'll pray wherever I gotta go. Yes, there are other people that go to churches or different religion, but the Satangas, they're very spiritual too.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like you have to go to church. If you're a believer, you're in the woods, you're at church, because you know what? I'm there with you. A church is multiple people coming together, and not only that, in the woods. The woods is like the sanctuary, and the Satangas are also part of the church. That's what it is. And I know, like in today's world, like if you're a Christian or a Buddhist or whatever you are, that you congregate at at a temple or a wood, a church with the cross on it. But really, you could be underneath the tree out in the woods where we are now, and that's considered a church, because you don't have to be a church to be a believer. You have to believe within through yourself. That's your relationship with the Lord. And that's between you and the Lord Himself, not me, not
Correct.
anybody else. So,
Do you know what started having prayers, having a communication with the Creator? The forest.
Yeah, I guess so.
absolutely.
Yeah, makes sense.
But because that's how it all started, was the forest, because there was no houses, when Adam and Eve came in, they were in the forest, and there was no houses, there was no huts, just the woods.
Yep.
Yes. I was taught when I was younger that when you are walking your journey through Mother Earth, who do you think is there with you praying, or who's listening? All creatures. The trees. If you listen good, you can hear the tree speak.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, I think you're a crazy old lady. Thank you.
Yes.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Right.
I think a lot of people think we're all crazy, but you know what? That's because they fear, because we know something they don't.
Yeah, and
because fear, I'm sorry, but fear takes over them, where our faith is leading us. I'm sorry, go ahead, Rich.
no, it's a great point, all of it, and it makes sense to me because I'm on the other side. Like I just shared, I never went to church and did any of that. What happened for me was, when my mind was opened up at 7 or 8 years old, right around that time when everybody knows the story. My grandmother was standing in my room, and she had died when my father was 13. So I had an experience like that. So I knew there was something else besides what we walk around and see as physical stuff. I knew there was another side. So I always had that in the back of my mind. And when I got clean and sober, September 21st, 1997, I had a spiritual awakening through prayer and working on myself in depth, getting to remember, not to know me, but to remember me. And I remember when I made the decision to get sober, I was on a 7-day junk bender, and I was in this condo, and you walk into the condo and the bathrooms are smaller, and the mirror was right in front of my face, and I caught myself in the eyes for the first time since partying and being an addict and an alcoholic. And I hadn't looked at me in many years, and the question I had for myself was, and I remember I looked right in my eyes and I said, whatever happened to that little boy that my mother taught manners, morals, and respect to? Whatever happened to him? Where has he gone? And that's what I said. And that's what drove me into sobriety. And then about I always say 6 to 9 months, because your mind's kind of not clear. I remember meditating. I went back to like the martial arts and things I used to do. And I went to meditating. And that's the only form of meditation I knew was through the martial arts. So I was meditating, and I remember just purging. I felt the tears just coming down each of my cheeks. And then I opened my eyes. I was at my house alone. And my whole house, like the sunset came into my whole house. I had pink and orange and red and all these beautiful colors. And for me, I always call the AA the poor man's church. That was my church. That was my lessons. I was being taught these things through the 12 steps, has the word God in it many times, to the point where some people get scared of it and don't come back. But for me,
correct,
I was learning spirituality. And spirituality, like Wojo says, it's not about, you don't have to be in that structure to be participating with God. It's basically who you are and how you live. But from that moment on, I never craved another drink or a drug right up until this day, thank God. And that for me, I was saved that day. I don't say I was saved because I was a reborn Christian. I went to church and got rebaptized. I don't say that. I was saved that day through meditation, connection, and understanding of who I wanted to be and who I actually was. I remembered me again, and that's what happened. So, all that stuff's in here. You can pull it out anytime you want. It just takes work. Not a lot of people like to do that. You know what I mean? What's up, dude?
Right.
Little dude.
Everyone has had a journey that has many mountains.
Many mountains, right?
And when you come clear to water, river, creek, we used to tell many relatives and people, take your socks, your shoes off, plant them in the water. So allow to cleanse the blindness from your eyes. So you can go forward. What is your beginning of a new life? And the person told me they didn't understand what I was saying. I said, okay, put your feet in the water to wash all your sins. So Mother Earth and the Creator can give you a new journey as you're walking for something new. And the person says, darn, I'm going to say darn that person. I said, it don't matter if you're going to keep speaking the way you do, but it's knowing that you're going to have respect for yourself once again.
Yep, that was huge. Yes, exactly.
You'd be surprised,
hey, Joshy,
that the forest can open many doors.
Hang on. Oh, she froze up. Is she all right? Oh, there she is. You froze up for a second. Say Tante. Good boy. You say hi, hi. You say it twice. Go hi, hi. Okie. You say Okie. Oh, call for Bigfoot. Whoop. Good job, buddy.
Oh, there you go.
Give my kisses. Mwah. I love you. You have a good nap.
What were you saying, Wiljo?
hold on.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Someone's at the door. What?
Hey, he's helping them. Hey.
Oh, well, that went well. Oh, thank you, Pim. Oh, you
Sorry,
want
I just saw a neighbor, like their car got stuck, and then somebody popped out and tried to help. And this woman keeps leaning on the horn, like, listen, lady, just turn around. Take another path.
You can't see the guy stuck?
The guy's like, I'm helping. And then she hit the horn again. That's when I kind of got like a little upset. So
you went out and handled it in a very spiritual way. Yo, what are you, stupid?
Hey, she gave me a look. I was trying to help him over here.
What's wrong?
I know.
With you?
Sorry. We were in the middle of a good session, and then all of a sudden, because I'm trying to snap her out of the because she's ignorance, so tunnel vision. I have
the ignorance. Yeah, it's called ignorance. Yeah, it's called ignorance.
There's other ways to get by, lady.
Yeah, I like to have Denny here at this moment. I'm helping over here.
I'm shoveling. Hello, I'm shoveling.
Like literally, like what do you not know about 4 feet of snow being on the ground, you weirdo? Good Lord, man. Go meditate.
Everyone's like, yes, that's right, Elder. All of a sudden, hey, move it. What just happened?
We're like, yeah, spirituality and God and your heart.
Spirituality, God, church. Cleanse
it was redirecting you to handle something that could be more than what it could have been.
Yeah, well, because humans can't.
I was trying to cleanse her tires. Cleanse.
Yeah. There you go.
Go the other way. Go the other way.
Cleanse.
There you go.
Stop waking up the neighborhood. These people have kids, babies.
Everybody clear her of her ignorance together. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Here we go. Right? She'll be driving in the car and she's gonna change the channel and she's gonna listen to some good Christian music.
Let me start smudging.
Right? Smudging. You should have went out there with
exactly.
You should have went out there with a sage and started putting it in her window. Relax, man.
I should have been. I should have just jumped out. Hey, where's your medicine bag? Elder's on. Get her. Yeah, you gotta come on.
Take a bite of the beer root. It works for everything.
Hey, Jeff Marcus, you have a size 9 foot? Huh? Size 9, size 9. Sold.
Is your name Akasha?
Actually, I am so proud they have a journey to start. So I am shipping them to a lovely lady.
Good. Excellent. Isn't it great?
Yes.
I did send you in some pictures of the fingerprints I was talking about, and then that hair conversation. If you wanted to share them, you could. You don't have to. I'm just saying.
Richie, I don't know how to do it on here. On my old laptop, I can't. This one,
Let me see.
you would have to share it.
Oh yeah, see, yeah. I think if you click on it, it'll say put in studio,
Okay.
and then I can control it.
Okay.
Hey, we'll learn together right now. Yeah, because I can go over to the three dots.
Where did you send it to? Where'd you send it?
It's at the bottom of your studio. If you look at your studio, then look down in StreamYard.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey.
Hello.
Oh, you started at that end. Wow. Okay. That's kind of backwards. Let's see.
That's what you sent me.
You did. No, I know. I sent you a bunch, but here we go.
Oh.
Hang on. I'm going to label it. Watch. All right.
Okay.
It says this one on it. Can you see the one that says this one? I wrote this one. It'll be fun. It'll be a learning lesson together. Oh, I like this better. Yeah, that was getting crazy.
I don't see this one, or it's the wrapper.
There's two wrappers, and then this one's next to the wrapper. The first one next to the wrapper says this.
Okay, one. I see it now.
Hey-o. So yeah, the reason why I wanted this to be first is because it explains what we took a picture of. So everybody can see the light at the top where the brightness is. That's the one. That's what we were focused on with the camera. And so when you take the picture, now we don't know anything's behind it until I get home and I start, I lighten up I use my phone to lighten things up, And then I started seeing this face kind of forming as I was lighting it up. I'm like, what is going on? You can see like teeth and everything else. And so I was like, this doesn't make any sense. But what stood out to me was in the top right where the light is, you see a little bit of like greenish, brownish, orange, and like that color there. And I'm looking at it going, is that a hairline? Is that a hairline? Now the one next to that, I thought I could remove it after. Remove, yeah, no, that's the wrong one. The one to the left of that.
To the left of that?
Yeah. You'll get it. You're doing great. Oh, there it is. See, you did great. So this is what I'm seeing because, I'm blowing it up and it's pixelating, right? So again, you could see like that. It looks like a hairline. So I zoomed in. That's why I zoomed in. I was like, is that a hairline? So what I started doing was playing with colors because on my phone, because I don't really know how to edit.
Oh, the filters?
Say again?
The filters?
Yeah, just like the filters, right, with the different colors and things like that. So I was messing with colors, and sometimes the different colors will pull things out, So, and now the next one that you had,
right?
Go to that one. There you go. So then I put it in this crimson red, and this whole face comes out and would perfect. Like, look at obviously that's hair. You know what I mean? And you could even see where the light. You could even see where the light was coming from. It's like a bone structure, and it's like something's morphing into something. It's because it's all broken apart. Now we're staring at this in the woods live on YouTube from 60 feet away. Maybe you were there, I think, for this one. And oh, thank you, Brandy. But yeah, so then it started. Like I said, it looked like it was missing things. I'm like, what has happened? Is this thing is it forming into something? So. For me, I could see teeth. You can kind of see where the nose is supposed to be. You see bone structure in the head, and obviously the hair is what caught me. You could even see the shine still in this picture of the hair.
You can see the ear.
Yeah, yeah, right. And the first picture that you would put up, it's 2 over to the right. That has more of a full face to it. The last one is the strands of hair that we got. Nope. Let me see. It's I wish they'd just let me control that. I don't understand why they don't. Let me see. I'll put the number 3
How
on
come it didn't fit you then?
It's the one with the number 3. The very first one you put up.
Is
And
this
then
with the bulb bridge?
No, that's the
Oh.
hair part. But anyway, all
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So this is what we noticed was hair strands kind of hanging off of it, right? Now there you go. You can see it again. So here's kind of a full view of it, right?
uh-huh.
So what I did was I was messing
No,
with a little bit of colors, and then you started getting this whole feature where there's a jawline, there's all this hair, and then on the left side there's hair hanging down, and it looks like a shell or a bead or something hanging off the hair. So that's kind of what I was just talking about earlier when we found, with the hair strands that we've been finding. Now this is now the third one that's like this. They all vary. We have actually one that we're going to share tonight on Wojo's show, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern time, the home of the boom. I'm going to put it up on the big screen. We're going to weatherman it, and because
Okay.
I think we need to discuss it further. And it's very similar to this one. It has the third one has the hair strand, and this one looks like it has wraps. There's another one I have. It looks like it curls up. That's what I was wondering if it was like a piece of a deer shed or something, like a bone. Like they put things in their hair. You know what I mean? Now, do you sense them doing stuff like that, like getting prettied up?
They do. They do. And this is an older juvenile.
This one here. Yeah, so this would be 14 by 7. This guy here you're talking about is a juvenile?
Yes. This one is
Yeah.
an older juvenile.
Yeah, so we think that's 14 by 7 then, because he's the one he's actually like the boss in the woods. It's funny, you know what I mean? We know who the real boss is, but he acts like the boss, But yeah, it was pretty wild. But some reason it seemed like it was morphing, or we just weren't able to capture everything in the picture. You know what I mean? So I don't know what quite to make of it in that sense. It's a quite profound picture. I've shared it a few times, and people just think you're nuts, but I'm not, I don't know what to make of it. And the other thing is the consistency in getting them now, right? That we're getting them all the time. It's not, this ain't a one-off. And a lot of people that watch the lives know and watch us get these lights, you know what I mean? And behind the light, there you go. You got this substance, you got structure, you got, something physical behind the light. And these are the things that have been coming out. And now, I don't know how many pictures we got now, well over 100.
Oh, yeah.
Of different entities, or maybe star people, definitely Satunga.
You do have quite a few of the star people.
Yeah, they've been kind of conjugating on this area.
And what they're doing is trying to trying to bond.
Yeah, with us or the Satunga.
With the Satungas.
Yeah.
But I have noticed they have been trying with you both.
Oh, yeah.
The one time, I think it was it was Andy, right? Andy is Koike. That's how you say his name. Koike. Andy. That the star person was very close, and Andy took a big breath, got startled.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember on one of the lives, you were going up closer.
Yep.
And you didn't realize you were inches away.
Oof.
And that's when you said, "Oh, whoa, I'm backing up.
Yeah.
Because you were very, very close.
Yeah, I there was one instance I felt something almost brush up to my right side, where I just got that chill right down my body. And I'm like, I remember I kind of looked to the right. I might have said something to my right. I usually do. I try to, mock it. And I did. I backed up. I all right, I'm backing up. And I think that was with the portal picture, Wojo. What does it mean when things disappear from pics? I think I know, but would like your opinions. When things disappear from pictures, in other words, you take a picture, you look at it, you see it, and then you come back and it's gone. I don't, if you don't mind elaborating a little bit. Star people,
Star people do that.
Yeah, there you go. Star people.
Well, we
got some of them too.
So we see like an orange window. It looked like a window. It's like, again, it's like a rectangle. and Richie was like, I am zooming in with my phone. Richie's behind me on the live with the other, and I'm taking pictures. It completely disappeared, I was running, I was going left, right. I'm running back and forth. I go, it's impossible. I go, it just disappeared. Like all the, it looked like, I don't know, like 3 lights mixed in together or something, but it just completely disappeared. I mean, these woods are dark. And what we were looking at just disappeared in thin air, which blew my mind. And I don't know. It's just,
Many people say that it's the star people only with the lights. No. Satanga can overwhelm you with the energy of the lights.
right.
And this is where a lot of people have been asking, why is it the star people want to be with Satangas? Because there are some that are not aggressive and there are some that are very aggressive. But if you notice, how many triangles are there in every state? Or is there 1, 2, or 1 in the ocean?
Yeah, a lot of triangles. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of them.
Yeah.
Have you ever wondered, is it the capital for the star people?
I don't, it's funny. I don't know. I kind of refer to the ley line theory on that. And the ley lines in this area all over New England, they all make triangles. Every one of them, you can form triangles from another one and another one and another one. They all intersect and they're triangled everywhere.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. It's mind blowing because I've always heard about the ley lines and things like that and taken into consideration. But the fact that this area here, with the ley lines, with the granite and all that stuff, quartz and things, it's an abundance out here in New England. So we have a lot of energy here and things that can open. Portals, I'm starting to believe in more, you know what I mean? And because like Wojo was talking about that picture, I actually put it in there. It's called Rectangle. In your studio, if you want to share that. I didn't realize a portal was just darkness, that it doesn't have to be this big light and, Doctor Who or whatever, you know what I mean? And it, it glows or anything like that. It's just darkness. It's just a space. And what we had, this is what Wojo was talking about. And actually, Mama, you were talking about this incident. I was going closer to him. I come around a tree and there was 2 bright, circular lights, and it was up high. So I thought that was Satunga. So I was like, okay, he don't want me to go over there. And I stood there looking at it, and I stopped backing up. I said, it's okay, buddy. And I stopped backing up thinking that's what it was. And Mojo goes, there's 3 of them now. And I said, what the hell are you talking about 3 of them? I'm looking at it. There's 2 here. So I get back to his phone, and he shows me the 3rd one, and then boom, it was gone or something, and we're clicking pictures. So then we kind of move on. So I go home again, go through the pictures, Wojo's sending them to me. And here's this picture here. You could see like the eyeballs, the teeth, you know what I mean? Like, but look at the shape that it's in. It was a perfect rectangle in the darkness of the woods. And it looked like something was protruding from it or trying to come through it.
The portal.
Yeah, exactly. So when I had brought this up, I forget who I was talking to at the time. It might have been Susan. I was like, I don't understand this, and she said the same thing as you with full confidence. Oh yeah, it's a portal. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that.
It's the same thing when you look at the X. Certain X, large or medium, are also, and you will see a triangle as a portal. That's what you can see them either leaving or coming. If they're coming in towards you, then you're going to see the glare of yellowish purple.
Yeah.
Now, if a medium one, you're going to see like it's a yellow orange. And then you'll see like little sparks.
Interesting.
But yes, I remember this like with the pictures.
Oh yeah. It was,
I mean, it was
crazy.
out.
It's absolutely nuts. And I try to explain to people how crazy this is, and that we don't know what we're looking at. You know what I mean? We're learning as we go. And that was new for us, right, Wojo?
Yeah. What baffles me, Rich, is that when we see the lights out in the woods, when I'm zoomed out, you got some that's lower, some that are higher, but this right here was further away to our right, but it was high. I mean, it's high off the ground,
Right.
and that's what blew my mind. I'm like, I go, I'm yelling for Richie to come over. I'm like, what am I looking at here? It's not right that we see the lights to our left. This is, you see like it's like a fade, but I'm like, why does it look like a window?
Right.
And then that's when we're like, what is that? And it's also I have a video too where I could see that clear as day appearing, but we weren't paying attention to it. And then finally, like, because it was away from the lights to our right, to our left, and then we zoomed in, and this is what I got, and I was like, what is that? And I go, that's not someone's house, like a window. I go, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
It was wild.
Perfectly. It's like perfect, like a rectangle too. That's the amazing part.
Yeah. Yeah. If you see,
Yes.
if you see it on the big screen. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry. Don't yell. Sorry. No.
It's okay. Go on.
Sorry. Oh,
It's okay.
If you see it live on the big screen, because we have a 7-foot by 8-foot wall, if nobody's watched the show, I stand in front of it basically like a weatherman now. But the details that come out, and I can stand in front of it with a pointer and show you this. Now, with this picture on that big screen, you see a very, very dark. It's even darker than the darkness that we're standing in dark. It's a rectangle. It's like a border. It's like a border that goes around the whole image of the rectangle. It's wild. And then, then behind it is like, it's less dark. I don't even get it. It's absolutely crazy. You know what I mean?
It looks, from what I can feel too, that I still, the same thing, what I felt then. The portals that when they start coming through, and it's usually at nighttime.
Yep.
When you guys are there doing it, they're like, it's like extreme excitement trying to come from there to where you're at.
Right.
And this is where then the lights start coming out, because the satangas are like spirits. They can, they're like the cloaking. And someone had sent me a picture earlier today and asked me, can you tell me what you see? And I just see a bunch of satangas walking through this trail. And it's telemarketing. It looks like they were formed all in a single spirit as they're walking. And you can see as it's going like this, how many of them and how tall they were. And I told this person, I only seen pictures like this 2 times in my whole life. So you're very lucky that this person caught this picture, because very rare do you see them walking all like that. And he said, well, I just said the person said that who shared it with him he didn't understand. And this is why he was asking me. He says, what do you see? I could see it clearly. Now, those who have the patience and have studied in their investigations as well as the photos, you have the eyes to see them. And when you have the eyes, you'll be able to see if they're cloaked and coming out of cloak. And it's that awesome feeling. I get excited over it. even when I'm there, I'm sitting there and I see the little ones throwing pebbles at me or trying to here's a stick, here's a
Right?
branch, and
Yeah.
I'm be nice, be nice.
Be nice. Cut it out.
Yeah. Yeah. We had that. We had that too, and I find that like awesome.
Oh
Like
yes.
being playful in the moment.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, so this is what I put this in there. You said something just a few minutes ago that stood out to me, and it's funny because I never really looked. This is what I call the 40-foot X. This was at the end of my game trail, at the edge of my property, basically. So I walk up the game trail. I'm into 94 acres of conservation. Off to the right a little bit, which abuts the game trail, is my 3 acres. This is off to the left in this clearing. I call it the 40-foot X because I estimated the size, real scientific, right? But each of these X's on each side, at the very top, they're balanced on 2 skinny trees, barkless pine trees that come straight down. It's just sitting on top of it. But you said something earlier with the X. You said something about a triangle being in there. And I remembered that there was a stick going across and it's fed between branches like this. So it didn't come down and break those branches and land on one. It had to be hand fed through the branches. So you can see it. You can see it there in the middle. It's kind of leaning just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Right. That is up against the X and fed through another tree. If you look at it, what shape does that make in there? It's the triangle within the X. Within the X. And I didn't realize that. And when you said that, I said, holy shit, I got to go look at that picture now. So I just looked at it, and there it was. Sure enough, it wasn't at the X going straight across. It's slightly below it.
Sometimes when we're too in a hurry
I see.
or in a rush, and we don't really physically check the picture what we took, and you will be surprised. There's more to the picture.
Right.
But always, Max will always show an entrance of a portal.
Yeah, it definitely stood out to me when you said that because I've always wanted the reason for that stick. You know what I mean? Like it didn't make sense. Now the other thing I know, and I've documented through photography and stuff. That X is destroyed now. The dream catcher is destroyed now. Now are they closing that power of that portal and for another?
Yes, and also too, if too many people touch them, it's not worth going through anymore for them.
Oh, sorry about that, bro. My bad.
Like it's a habit. It's a natural thing to touch. You know, this is what we all do. Even the young juveniles, they're learning that they're not to touch because they know it'll go. I've been taught that when the X's, you do not go underneath. You don't touch the middle of it. You don't get a ladder, put it up there and measure. Because the spirit comes in with you. So, if you ask them, I might touch some of your exes or what you're experiencing out there. But they'll go ahead, will Joe?
I got a question. So on some of these X's and other on other structures like the letter A's and things like that, I noticed the bark. The bark's always been stripped. Is there? I mean, the bark stripped, but obviously when the sun reflects off the structure, it stands out. Is there an emphasis of why they strip that bark, with some of them that they don't?
The bark is also marking for food. It can also mean that they're making medicine. They're also using it as leverage to balance. A lot of time it's the dog man that does the bark.
Oh man. Oh, I get it because he's a dog. Bark. No. No, sorry about that.
Oh,
Sorry.
boy.
That was a dad joke. I mean, in my defense, how many dad jokes refer to dog
Take
man?
care,
I mean,
Sparky.
that's probably the one. That's the only one. There's a reason for that, I guess, too, though.
Dog man.
Thank you for stopping by, son. Hope you feel better. I will continue keeping you in my prayers.
Yep.
I haven't. I mean,
Oh.
see, it's tough for me to
No,
tell
that's
the
a good
difference
one.
of the
No, put that
dog
one back.
man and what have you. What's that?
You can put that one back up. That's the bigger rectangle, kind of zoomed in.
Yeah.
I put it. It's a rectangle and big. Yeah, the big. Yeah. So sorry about that, Bojo. I didn't know she was gonna.
No.
Flick that up. Let me get this one. Yeah, just let me get this one out of the way. So yeah, so you can see a little bit here. It's darker right around the edge of the portal. You can still see the shape. There's straight lines. They're symmetrical. And again, we're just snapping pictures of what were two lights that turned into three lights. And we believe this is the third light coming in through the portal. That's what we believe now after talking to a lot of people like yourself and Susan and a lot of people that know this stuff. We're learning as we go always. But you can see how perfectly shaped that is. And again, we're on YouTube Live and we're snapping pictures. So you're there when we're snapping these pictures. So that's the beautiful part about it, validation, right? Just kind of, hey, this is what we got. And this is the context of it. So that's the context.
And you're very lucky that it's still there because it can disappear.
Of course.
Yeah. And I think it was just snap. And that was it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what happened, because we were taking pictures. And I was almost up to it when he said, hey, there's a third one. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. It was wild. So he could see it from his angle, but I couldn't see it straight on. And then when I got back to the phone, I was like, holy shit, there's three of them. That's crazy, So
there is a.
See my finger.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, just for what Richie's saying, guys. So if you look at my fingers, how side by side you see the lights, but like back here, you can tell a difference of the. It's not as bright as the two. It just seems like it's almost on, just to the side, almost on top. It's like that light perception that something is further back from them, and that's why I believe that's where that the Satongas are up front and the Star people are just watching from a lot further back. And that's why I was like, there's three lights. But that one was like definitely, it just, again, it looks like it's just further back. It's not as bright as these guys. And that's why it's always important to know that it just appeared out of nowhere, when I was taking these pictures. And it was just really like fascinating. But go ahead, Mama.
When you're out there, I always try to speak to them and say they're going to film, they're going to take pictures. Do not allow them if whatever you think is allowable. Understand that they have respect for everyone here. If you're allowing them to have the eyes to see you, then I'm here also. I feel that they will not bring no harm, but you also, I tell them, do not follow them home. Try not to attach anything. I always get like a giggle. But again, the female is the one that does follow, and I'm going to continue saying this. She's very dominant. Sullivan is there in the back is to protect. But he is very, very large.
You got that right.
He is very, very large.
Yeah. And we have the prints that we have found. We're still kind of confused on his because we have found, I don't know if it's the breaking of the snow when we find it. We don't find a lot of mud prints with him in it in order to cast. But a lot in the snow, it seems. You know what I mean? For me as well, before even coming out and talking to everybody about this stuff, when I had it to myself for 8 years, It was 18 to 22. Like I couldn't always make out, but I think a lot of that has to do with his weight. That when he comes down, everything just kind of blows out. You know what I mean? But I have
Right.
distinct like toe separation in the snow and things like that, and you could tell that he's just huge, like just
Yeah.
huge. You know?
His is between 19 and 22.
Yeah. So that's about where we're at. Fair to be fair.
Hers is between 17 and 19.
Yeah, and we have her at 16 plus, I think. Somewhere say 16. Again, you're talking
17 by 7.
yeah, it's been at that number for a while now, but it was 16 for a long time. And that's what we determined it to be. It doesn't mean nothing because the land shifts, you know, when they land or whatever, they're cutting left or they're cutting right, whatever it could be. It's not exact. We don't have those 100%er type prints like we do with this little dude over here that was in the ice. That guy is probably one of the finest prints I've ever seen. But it's, you know, yeah. So that's how we determine who's who. Like the picture earlier when you said that's a juvenile. Well, that's 14 by 7. You know what I mean? That's how we determine who they are, you know.
You do have a two older juveniles that like to mess with you. And their feet is they're 15, 17. The other one is 14 to 16.
We have been finding some odd prints lately, odd sizes.
Now, have you looked inside the foot? Because the younger juveniles, the smaller ones, they will do inside their footprint. Sometimes they'll allow it, but they'll always be inside theirs.
Right. Kind of like what they do with our prints. They follow they follow our prints, but they mix them in because you know it blends in so well. Except for this is bigger.
There's a female juvenile that does that, like to them into what I don't know whose. I can't feel if it's yours or Richie's, but she does go in jumps. I will say that, and you can see the pressure of the print down more from yours.
Right.
Yeah, that's been a lot of that lately, especially with the snow. Yeah, it's been pretty wild.
They're trying to teach them from different seasons.
I think the biggest stride that I found was what did I say to you? 78 inches. That's behind Murdoch, not in front of the house, but it was further down. But we're just finding these strides, Mama. Like Richie, measured, was it 92?
94.
94.
Wow.
But it was like a double. It was like one in front of the other, like this. And then from that front one to the next back one was 94 from heel to heel. So, or no, heel to toe. I'm sorry, heel to toe.
Heel to toe would be.
Right. So, yeah. So I measure heel to toe. So other people do it differently, whatever. But I believe the heel comes down and then you got the toes pushing off to the next heel.
Yeah.
So therefore, that's how I measure the stride. And it was at 94. Now, I don't know if there was any kind of melting with the snow or not, you know, give or take, I guess, say 5 inches. But that's the largest I've ever seen in my life. Biggest one before that was 73. So, and then the one more.
But again, in between, the snow's pristine.
Oh my God.
That's what's blowing our minds.
Yeah,
untouched.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what they do or how they will get from one branch to the other tree. You know, they're saying, well, they're not, they're like monkeys. They can jump. No, they just grab and they're there. Well, what about the older ones? The older ones can do it too. They just don't form their weight. So when they're up there, and this is why when I tell them when any investigators go out there to investigate, you know, just not the ground or eye level, you need to pay attention up too.
Right.
Don't matter how high or how thin the tree is. because they still can blend in.
Right.
I see
The
a lot
older
of branches
clothes,
like
they
this.
float down there, can be, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've been seeing a lot of certain trees. It looks like someone climbed it because you could tell just how it's lumped over. And I'm talking, 15, 16-inch branches in diameter that are like doing this, like, bent. And some of
Kind of
them are
bent,
kind of
yeah.
like really broken down. I'm just thinking weight, transfer of weight going up and coming down. And, it's just
It
pretty
is.
amazing.
It is wild.
Oh,
Very
sure
wild.
sure has become wild.
Mm.
And it's very interesting in how people get excited about it. We just giggle because some of us that know what you're feeling and what you're seeing is like other people like, what do they find this amusing? And because they don't have their eyes open, they don't have the confidence.
Mm.
So
Oh,
I want to
Rich,
share.
speaking of giggling, you know what today is? It's our anniversary. It's the anniversary. It's our anniversary when our man was down. That was you when you fell down and I fell on top of you by accident.
Oh, so maybe we should open the show with that today.
Yeah,
You should.
Yeah.
that's 1 year ago today. That's unbelievable.
Wow, that is unbelievable. I'll never
I
forget
wanted
it.
to show you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Can you see me?
Oh, I'm going to zoom in.
It's a tie.
Is that a tie? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh.
That's a beautiful tie. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
Wojo, I got you something for your anniversary.
I can't imagine.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
It's
You're
a
welcome.
tie. We had some leftover material, and I said, "Hey, I can make tie for those who want a tie."
Right?
I made this one for my
That is
son-in-law.
fantastic.
You made that?
Yes,
Wow.
I made quite a few.
You make a lot of things.
I know.
I made a
That's
blanket
beautiful.
of my sister's clothes,
Mm-hmm.
her blouses, her hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Our concert we went together, me and my sister, baby sister.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
then we went to Phil Collins concert. And then we love Snoopy and her shirt.
Oh, good old Snoopy.
That was my mom's favorite, Snoopy.
Yeah.
My mom would laugh out of control, especially when he did that little scramble talk that he did.
Yeah.
Whatever. Oh my God, my mother we couldn't stop her from
And
laughing.
then last but not least, our proud mother's nightgown, the one she wore when she passed.
Oh.
I finally took it out of the Ziploc bag, and I said, "I'm ready to cut it." So,
Right.
And then right now it's a size of a queen. I just have to put I would like to add at least 2 more rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot my other hat was there.
Well, all sorts of good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm making some more cream.
Oh, good. I've used mine when I'm not feeling well. I use it like a Vicks.
Yeah.
On my chest, help me with my cough.
There you go.
Oh yeah, Mama, what was that jar you gave me?
Poison.
Jar. It's like a lime green.
You
color.
can use that for muscles. You can use it for the bottom of your feet, your ankle, your elbows, just like his, but it's a different kind.
Yep.
I thought so.
Which one did I give you? The foamy one, or did I give you
Yeah.
the shave?
No, I still have this. I still have leftover for the shaving, the smaller cylinder. You gave me like a taller one.
The foamy one, yeah. That is also for neuropathy, arthritis, sore muscles. You can put it on your chest too. You can put it on your shoulders, behind your neck, behind your ears. People don't realize when you have drainage problems or bad headaches, what causes drainage, nasal problems, you can put a little bit behind your ear, like right here, to help. And what it does, it opens up.
Interesting.
And then it allows for the muscles to not be so tight and relaxing and calming.
Awesome.
Yep.
Cool. Oh, that's good to know.
Yes, it is. I need to know.
Well, I appreciate you both being here.
Well, appreciate you having
Thank
us.
you.
It's been too long.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're always welcome. I'm back on. I'm feeling 100% better. I'm ready to travel. I was talking with Auntie and my husband about maybe going out towards your area. And they said, no, not right now. It's no.
Yeah, no. Yeah, yes. Coming to spring or summer, fall. Fall's beautiful. You would love the fall. I think the fall would the fall would really, really, really be
it's beautiful, especially by the river. I mean, it's beautiful.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because I when I do investigation, I like to go barefoot too.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's how I get in with the Satangas, letting them know that I am part of them and Mother Earth.
Beautiful.
Amen.
Yes.
Well, you're welcome here.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate this.
Yes.
This is a great section.
Thank you. And many blessings
to everybody on the side too. Pam and Face and and Bounty.
My monitors, thank you so much for helping out, and I truly appreciate it. I do hope everyone has a blissful day, and remember, subscribe, hit that notification button for the Reaching Bandit and Wojo channel.
Tonight.
It is totally free. They do awesome work. They show many things. They share. They're not gatekeepers. They all try to explain as they're going on their journey. So, yes, hop on their channel. They'll be on tonight.
7 p.m. We will be on the Home of the Boom podcast, where Wojo is your host and I am his co-host. A little flip-flop. And tonight is an in-house show with some of the evidence that you saw here. We have new evidence that we haven't shared yet. One of them is a picture that you saw of the face with the hair and all that stuff. So make sure you tune in tonight on Bigfoot Banter, Richie B Podcast Network, right on YouTube, Facebook, Bigfoot Banter, Richie B as well. And check us out. We're going to have a lot of fun, man. It was great to see everybody on the side. Elder, many blessings. Please tell Auntie and the count. Send many blessings to the council and Auntie for us. Thank you. Continue to heal. Hi.
Thank you. All right, everyone. Have a good day. Many blessings to you.
Many blessings. Love you, baby Jack.
Many blessings, and boom.
And boom. Everyone in the chat, thank you so much for joining me. And if you are still looking forward to needing, needing protection bags, dream catchers, whatever, my email is there. And also Facebook Messenger, you can get a hold of me. And remember, everyone, love yourself. Until then, I'll see you again. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.